Joining us from North Dakota State University, head coach David Richmond, student athletes Vinny Shahid and Tyson Ward. We'll do normal format. We'll take an opening statement from coach, and then we'll get questions for the student athletes. Go ahead, coach.
Obviously extremely pleased. You're on that stage, and we made some big-time winning plays down the stretch. I thought Cameron Hunter, a guy that's just been in and out of the lineup, had some adversity this year, struggled at times, made some huge plays. Obviously, to nobody's surprise, these two are terrific, and, we're happy to have another 40.
Go ahead with questions for the student athletes.
Vinny, it seems like every game's down to the stretch run here as far as final minute. Can you describe again the final minute of this game?
Oh, yeah. It's March. Every team's hungry. Nobody wants to go home. And so everybody's fighting with all their all. And in this game, we got stops at the end of the game, and some big guys stepped up to the line and made free throws when we needed them to. So that was huge for my guys.
Tyson, you guys came into this game last year kind of an underdog. This year, you guys kind of coming in as favorites. Does that add a little bit of extra pressure going into tomorrow, or maybe change your mentality a little bit?
We just step up to the game like every other game. 40 minutes on the clock, just play as hard as you can, have the most fun as you can.
Tyson, they play a really physical brand of basketball. How did you guys kind of, set your mindset going into this game, knowing that it was going to be a pretty physical matchup with them?
Give a huge shout out to our strength coach, Jason Miller. He does a great job getting us into those positions to be strong and to focus up, and we did that today.
Vinny, what does it take here at the Summer League tournament to close out games like this?
We got to take one possession at a time. We got to hit the next single, and that's what we're going to try to do tomorrow.
Tyson, is there a change in mentality when Coach goes a little bit smaller and takes both Tyler and Rocky off the floor?
Just be more physical. They got a lot of big dudes down there, so you got to help out. Sam, rebounding, and that's what we did tonight. You can see Jared flying around. Vinny got in there a little bit, and everybody else did as well.
Any other questions for the student athletes? Last one right here.
You guys remember Sam's block? I think it was in the final minute. Describe that play.
Sam is a winner. Whatever we need him to do to win, he's going to do it. And we can count on Sam to do that in big moments, and that's what he did tonight when he came down and got that block.
All right, thanks, fellas. You can head back to the locker room.
Thank you. You too.
He got to tell you.
Oh, you got to take that.
You know that?
Go ahead with questions for Coach.
Dave, maybe an extension of what Jeff asked. Can you speak to Sam's performance tonight? I think he only had 9 points, but it seems like he was just flying all over the place, loose balls, that block at the end of the game.
Feel like it's Groundhog's Day from Saturday a little bit. I just think that's Sam. He makes winning plays, and those plays a little bit on Saturday, and again here, this evening, they show up in the box score too. A lot of what he does doesn't show up sometimes, but he's just a winner. Like you go back to the time and effort that we put into recruiting the kid, and we had the second opportunity to get him, and we got him. We were excited. We were excited for a reason, and we knew that he was capable of these things, and he delivers in big moments.
Coach, with O'Banner and Enzekwesi, just big, strong, athletic dudes. What goes off in your mind to go small against a lineup like that?
We got good players. We got tough players. This program is defined by toughness and togetherness, and these guys aren't going to be scared of a fight. I can tell you that. And we have the ability then to fight a different way with we have some things that they don't have with our feet and getting around the fronts. We did a good job of that. Again, you talk about Sam. He has the ability to get around, get a deflection to keep it out of there. And but we've been in those situations. I think what it goes back to, we just have done what we've done. We talked about handling it a different way, and the guys looked at me, no, coach, we're fine. We're doing this. We're doing what we do.
Hey, Dave, with Rocky getting some foul trouble there, how big was Tyler's minutes in the first half?
Yeah, I just love that young man. I'm just so happy for him. I've spoke about it since the recruitment process and how he's adapted to this culture. And, you think about this time last year, he's probably just finished up a junior college, and now he's got to, going to play, tomorrow on a stage to go to the national tournament. And he's just been endeared by his teammates because of who he is. He's worked his tail off. And, that success he had tonight, he didn't deserve that. He earned that.
How were you able to take Nezukwezi out of the game?
Yeah, I just looked down and realized, he was only 1 for 10, and I thought, the limited minutes that Rocky did, he was good. Again, I just think Sam has a jaw on him. I mean, Sam's going to set that jaw on whatever it takes, and if it's getting around and getting the ball out of there in the first place, or even when they get it a couple times, he's physical. That's a really, really talented young man, and I'm glad he's a senior. I'm not going to miss him.
Any other questions for Coach? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks.
Joining us from Oral Roberts University is head coach Paul Mills and student athlete RJ Fuquay. We'll go ahead with an opening statement from Coach, and then we'll turn questions over to RJ. Go ahead, Coach.
Yeah, tough game for us. Back-to-back games, give North Dakota State credit.
Go ahead with questions for RJ.
What was the difference, you think, in the final minute or two of that game, RJ?
They just played better than us, and I think that was just the difference tonight.
Anything else for RJ? Go ahead, Jeff.
Did you expect a physical game like that? I mean, was it a physical game, and how would you describe it? Pace.
We expected a physical game because it's conference tournament time, and I mean it was physical. They just came out with the victory tonight.
All right, thanks, RJ. You can head back to the locker room.
Appreciate it.
Go ahead with questions for Coach. Jeff.
Coach, how did they take Emmanuel out of the game, you think? How were they able to do that?
I didn't think they did.
What do you think the difference was in the second half? You pulled even, took a 1-point lead, then what?
We dominated the paint points 36-20, but if the other team shoots 29 free throws, I really don't know how that happens when the majority of your points are coming from the paint. But if they're going to shoot 17 more free throws than you do, 29-12, you're probably not going to win a basketball game. It's strange, especially when you dominate paint points like that.
Coach, can you just talk about O'Banner's play?
I can't hear you.
Can you just talk about O'Banner's play and what did you guys see, even though Nezukwezi maybe didn't have his normal night?
O'Banner played well.
Any other questions for Coach? All right, thanks, Coach.
Thanks.